Yeah. Ganesh Chaturthi, if you see the word, the meaning of this word, Ganesh is, of course, the Lord Ganesh, right? So Ganesh is the Lord Ganesh, right? And Chaturthi. Chaturthi means the fourth day. The fourth day, okay, Chatur, quatrième jour, Chaturthi. So Ganesh Chaturthi is one of among the most popular festivals that Hindus celebrate, right? Ganesh Chaturthi. And it is celebrated in honor of Lord Ganesh, right? When is it celebrated? It is celebrated on the fourth day. C'est ça le mot Chaturthi comes here. On the fourth day of the bright fortnight of Bhadrapada. Bhadrapada is the month of August or September, right? In the Hindu calendar. Okay, we just started. So I was saying that Ganesh Chaturthi is celebrated on the fourth day, Chaturthi, of the bright fortnight of Bhadrapada. Okay. Bright fortnight, ça veut dire presque full moon, right? And in the month of August and September, right? So this festival, as we said, is celebrated in honor of Lord Ganesh. So it has its significance. Why is it celebrated? Right? And we are going to see the stories related to that also. Now, in Mauritius, it is said that and Bombay, dans Maurice, they celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. You know what we call the Bombay, if it's those people from Mumbai. Okay, that is those who are from the Maharashtra in India, the part of Maharashtra in Mumbai, dedans. Most of them, they are Marathi, no? They speak Marathi. So these people celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. Pas veut dire Hindi speaking people do not celebrate it. Et aussi pas veut dire que Tamil Telugu speaking people do not celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. They do. To ça, c'est Hindus. I remember last time I told you we are all Hindus. But yes, the language makes the difference here, right? Ou bien geographically aussi, it makes a difference, fine. But all of us, we celebrate the Ganesh Chaturthi, but people in Maharashtra, that is those who are Marathi-speaking people, they celebrate the Ganesh Chaturthi with great pomp. Okay, with great pomp, with great fervor, they celebrate the Ganesh Chaturthi. In Mauritius also, we have the Marathi Mandal. They are found at Mocha, no? Marathi Mandal. They host programs, cultural programs, prayers, religious activities on Ganesh Chaturthi. Right? What do they do on that day? People dance, they have music, they sing, they dance, there's drama, there's procession. We'll talk about the procession. There's procession. So people in their own way, they are celebrating the festival. But before the Ganesh Chaturthi, what do we do? Before the Ganesh Chaturthi, what do we do? You know, pareil comme un tout festival, quand il a pour commencer, we do cleaning of the house. Then we are going to keep fast. For Ganesh Chaturthi, we keep fast. No? Fasting is important. I told you questions may come on the fasting aspect. So prepare that well. So we keep fast. Why do we keep fast? For the inner purification. So here we are fasting for Ganesh, right? We are fasting for Ganesh. And what do we do, especially in our country? In India also it is like that. We bring Ganesh home. We bring Ganesh home in the form of murtis, no? Statues. It can be in the form of a photo also. Someone buys a photo. But majority, they bring the murti. The murti which is supposed to be made out of clay. I'm using the word supposed, which is supposed to be made out of clay. Clay, c'est la terre. And also painted, but painted with eco-friendly paint. It is supposed to be like that. Now, some people at home, they make the murti of Ganesh with haldi, saffron. South Indian, some people, they do that, especially those who are eco-friendly, those who care for the environment, right? So we bring Ganesha home in whichever form you may call it, in the form of murti, in the form of murti made of clay ou bien ciment, n'importe quoi. We bring Ganesh. When do we bring him? Some people bring him, Ganesha, the murti, at home 30 days before Ganesh Chaturthi. Some 40 also, 40 or 30 days before Ganesh Chaturthi. Some 10 days before and some 3 days before. Minimum 3 jours. 3 days before. Maintenant, qui fait les voyages comme ça, 3 days, 10 days, 30 days, or 40 days? It depends on the person. It depends on the family. It depends also on the tradition of the family. No? If in the family there's a tradition qu'ils veulent garder une murti pour 30 jours, so they do that, they continue to do that. But I believe here, majority they keep for, they bring the murti 3 days prior, 3 days before, right? So, when they bring the murti, pas oublier nous dire que cleaning should have already been done, right? Now, where they are going to place the murti, the place que nous pouvons garder sa murti là, on appelle ça un altar. Même dans toute la case, c'est un puja ghar, ou bien a place where you do puja, you do prayers, where maybe there's a picture of God. We call that altar. Okay. So the altar is decorated. No, nous décore the altar. Qui m'en peut écrire? The altar is decorated with what? Okay. Usually colorful flowers, leaves, feuillement, no? They considered very auspicious. Leaves, flowers, electric bulbs, no? To make it beautiful, pleasing, right? So they decorate the place, the altar. Now, when the murti will be kept, sa place que nous pour garder murti là, specifically, they are going to put rice there. Rice, du riz. Okay, they are going to put rice there, and on it they place the murti. They place the statue. Good. And then the statue, malgré qu'il est very well decorated, il est bien joli, il est bien colorful normalement, and murti of Ganesh, yet it fairly met un linge, no? A beautiful clothes, very colorful one. But most of them, they beautify Ganesh by using yellow clothes. La plupart photos je peux trouver de Ganesh, ils mettent yellow clothes. He is called Pitambar. No, he's called Pitambari. Pitambari means the one who wears yellow clothes. Pitambar se yellow. Okay. Even Vishnu wears that yellow clothes. Dog na peli Pitambar or Pitambar. Right? So we beautify the murti of Ganesh in that way. Right? By putting some nice clothes. We put also a garland of flowers. It can be natural flowers or yeah, the artificial one, whatever. But we put a garland there. Right? And communally at home, what do we do? At times, there are priests who come. They are going to recite mantras, to do the ritual, to do the prayer. No. At times, there's no priest. Maybe the family itself, they do the ritual. So priests at times are called, or bien the family themselves, the relatives, they do the rituals by themselves. That is an option, right? And for these days, when Ganesh is being kept there, he's being prayed. Ne pas qu'à n'est là, garder dans un coin, mettre les jolis, very beautiful place, fini. No. He has been brought here for us to pray him every day, morning and evening. So we'll do prayers now every day. Il dépend combien zoom, godly, tout ça jour-là, then you are going to do prayers. Prayers in the form of mantras, stotras. Prayers may be in the form of doing kirtan, bhajan, ou bien en prête tous les jours, il fait ce prayers. So people, they pray Ganesh in that way, and they do arti of Ganesh. Arti is very important in any prayer that we do. It's compulsory to do arti, right? So we sing the arti of Ganesh, we pray him day and night. And then comes the Ganesh Chaturthi. But just to tell you before that, when we are praying Ganesh, what do we offer? We offer flowers, no? We offer flowers. We offer incense sticks, sandal, water, fruits, and other items. Why do we offer this? Does Ganesh want our fruits, our water? No, he doesn't need that. But we want to offer out of devotion, out of love. Les pareil comme when a guest come at home, ou pas les guests là comme ça même without food and drink. No? So that murti of Ganesh, that Ganesh is like a guest here. He has been placed, given a seat of honor and place pour y rester, pour y assiser, like. So we need to show hospitality, right? This is a lesson here. Whenever someone comes at home, there should be that hospitality, giving some water. Dans Maurice, quand famille vient qui nous donne coca, jus, etc. The first thing to give a person, to give a guest, is water. Okay? Yeah, si on veut boire coca, jus, whatever thing, then it should be done. The first thing is water. So we offer these things to Ganesh. Food also, when food is prepared. Nous offer que Ganesh, c'est qui nous appelle le charao, right? We offer that to Ganesh as well, that Ganesh is going to bless the food, and all of us in the family, we are going to consume the food. Now we also make sweets, because Ganesh loves sweets, and in every puja, in every prayer, there is sweet, right? So Ganesh loved the modak. Ça, laddu qui supposément les trapé dans ce lame-là, right? This is modak. Modak, they are sweet balls made up of rice. Okay. So what does it signify, this modak? Sweetness. We need sweetness in life. Quand on amène Ganesh dans la case, est-ce qu'il ou dit ou un problème? Non, ou toujours un problème qui ou tient. We have problems throughout our life, right? But when you bring the Ganesh, you prepare some sweets, you offer the relatives or family members together, being together, united. They are sharing the food, they are sharing the sweets. For a moment, you tend to forget your problems. You concentrate on the unity, you concentrate on the togetherness, you concentrate on the goodness, on the devotion, on our prayers. We try to be religious, we try to be spiritual for that occasion, right? So such is the importance of festival. Imagine in la vie, nous la vie without festivals. For moi, personally, without festivals, my life would be most probably the most materialistic life. You know, parce que tous les jours, le matin, ou lever, ou faire au travail, là, nous pas au travail quelque part, or you are going to school, you have some work to do, you come home, you have other responsibilities, it is night, you go to sleep, and tomorrow the same routine. But when there are festivals in between these routines qui arrivent, nous casse sa routine là, nous casse sa stress là. Life is very stressful. I don't know if you realize that or not. Maybe you are too young for that, but maybe you can observe people around you. Okay, you will see that. Sa festivals là, they bring very great importance in our life. So is any festival, I'm about to say Ganesh Chaturthi, but any festival. So it should be celebrated. And we should encourage people, youngsters, children to celebrate this festival. Especially students, especially widows. Bon, pas seulement certain category of people qui besoin celebrate it. Anyone can celebrate it. But since Ganesh is related to knowledge, so we say that students also, children also must pray him on that day, ou bien celebrate the Ganesh Chaturthi, right? So we were talking about offering the modak, that sweetness in life. Now, how do we really celebrate it in our country, ou bien dans les autres countries aussi? What do we do? Well, whatever I have explained, it's here. Oops, sorry. It's here. Okay. The mantras, etc. Now, coming on the 10th day. 10e jour, quand another Anta Chaturthi. Images of Ganesh are worshipped before being taken in procession. 10 jours, 3 jours, nous prions là, right? Then on the Anta Chaturthi, the 10th day, we take the Ganesh in procession, out in a procession, accompanied by many people, of course, and those people, they are going to sing devotional songs, they are going to dance, they are going to put some nice music, right? And all the people, they carry the images on their head. J'aime bien remarquer que quand je carry the Ganesh to go for immersion, they carry on the head. Ne pas mettre les shoulder, no? On the head. Qui fait? Parce que the head is the place, the highest place of honor. We give honor to someone. Okay, so that's why we carry Ganesh on the head. And then we are going to immerse the Murti in the sea or in the river. Now, when we are going in procession, maybe, bon, partout, presque partout de nos jours, people in their home, they have the Ganesh and they go for the procession, no? So what do? Maybe they gather at a point, a meeting point, and they go together to the sea or to the river to do the immersion. When you're walking in the procession, ou voisin qui ou pas trop content, il a pémence avec vous in the procession. What do? Do we push away the neighbor whom nous pas trop content là? No, we don't. We don't care about that at that time. We don't even think about it at that time. Oh, qu'il est fait à moi, etc. Parce que you are so immersed in chanting the name of Ganesh. You are immersed in carrying the murti of Ganesh, right? So this is what the festival brings, the unity. Festival là, and then religious aspect, oui, nous peut prier Ganesh, Ganesh peut tirer nos problèmes, etc. Fine, that is religiously. But socially, culturally, qui li peut amener festival là? That unity. Even the neighbor with whom you had problems, you're walking together without any discrimination, without any difference. This is the beauty of festival, right? Now, when we are going to immerse in the sea or water, Tayalamati Desert, when I was explaining to you about we bring murti supposed to be out of clay, made out of clay. Why should it be made out of clay? Because we are going to immerse it in the sea or in the river. It should dissolve in the water. Normalement, comme ça, les visins dissolve. But nowadays, you can see, not only in our country, even in Mumbai, in India, it's like that. Après Ganesh Chaturthi, the beach, very pitiful to look at the beach or bien other rivers. Okay? So, why is it that quand on finit faire immersion, ban murti là, li pa aller, li retourne at the bank of the river ou bien on the beach? Bon, bien sûr, c'est in our waves, etc. But it is supposed to dissolve, but it is not dissolving. Why? Because it is not made out of clay, or it is not made out of pure clay. There are no mixtures in the clay that we have in the market, right? So it should be out of pure clay. And the paint that is being used, it should be eco-friendly. Because when you are immersing the murti in the water, okay, we are immersing the murti in the water, there are sea animals whom we need to respect. Ça la mer là, ça la rivière là, c'est eux place, ça pas nous place, ça nous place, c'est on the land. Nous n'en la case que nous rester. So the sea animals, pour eux, at home, c'est the sea or the river. So we need to respect that also. So when we don't use eco-friendly paints, what happened to them? They're going to die. Ou bien, pour une certaine maladie, I don't know what. Là, pour new people, we are going to consume the same thing. Right? So we need to respect and to care for the environment. Now, souvent, longtemps peut-être, bandadi, tu peux dire que pendant dire quand pour déjà finir, nous faisons immerse toutes nos bonnes affaires dans water, etc. Okay, fine, but it's no more the case, right? It can be buried somewhere dans la cour and enfin, un hole somewhere. You bury your leaves, your flowers, whatever. Ou bien flowers can be, recycled also. They can, nous can faire droop avec flowers, droop, Even genre sombrani, comment je dis ça, c'est allumé for fragrance and all. So there are other ways of doing that also. Why I'm stressing on that, these are points which you can write in your answers. Huh? And do write how pitiful the situation after Ganesh Chaturthi is, after the immersion. Que tu trouves partout la mer, on the beach, there will be statues of Ganesh. The same Ganesh whom you prayed. It gets a situation very pitiful. Right? I am not against Ganesh Chaturthi. Mo pe dun zot mo perception. Zut kav pas d'accord, moi. Zut kapav in a zut perception. I have never participated in any Ganesh Chaturthi procession going for the immersion. So far, I have not. Mo pa kone si enjou mo po ale or not, but till now, no. Parce que I'm against that kind of immersion, of that kind of murti qui pas dissolve in the water. Okay, that's why I don't participate in that. But some people, what do they do at home? I told you earlier because some people make the murti of Ganesh with haldi. Là, dans la case, même si fait immersion, peut-être in a big pot, they are going to put the water and do the immersion. This is one way also of protecting. And then what to do with the water of haldi? Wa flare avec ça. No, there are other better ways of celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi. I'm again telling you, this is my perception. Ou capable ena pou ou. Quand we crée ou devoir, no, I have been telling you what is wrong with this process là. And then I have justified my reason. Mun jau mo pa alf Ganesh Chaturthi kote na saman immersion of murtis kot pa it is not made of clay. Why? I gave you my reason. Comme ça, même quand on fait un devoir tous les temps, quand on peut dire quelque chose for any argument, you should justify, you give your reason, right? So, back to the point here, Ganesh Chaturthi. We go for the immersion and all, and it is said with a very heavy heart. People immerse that murti. And when they are immersing the murti, qu'ils ont chanté normalement, Ganpati Bappa Moria, Mangal Murti, Moria, right? So they sing that, they chant that, Ganpati Bappa Moria. And other mantras also, no doubt. Okay. It is a belief that when Ganesh was at home, on priait Ganesh, on prend Ganesh, on a le fait Visarjan, on a le fait immersion. Qui est arrivé là? Qui fait ne peut faire Ganesh a fait immersion? What is the reason behind? Les Engels, non? Si y a une famille, fait comme dire ou maman ou tchatchine vient la case, il reste des jours après ou pas faire ce immersion. No, you don't do that. No. But for Ganesh, we are doing it. Even for Durga Puja, we do that. The immersion. Why? Parce que the murti was there, you prayed. Ganesh, Ganpati is the remover of problems, of obstacles. On priait, on dit tout problème, etc. Fine. Maintenant, quand il y allait, it is believed that he takes away all the problems. He takes away all the problems. Il y allait. C'est pour ça qu'il y a ça immersion. Et il y a une autre raison aussi qui fait nous faire immersion, comprends ça bien. So far, we have been praying Murti. Sorry. We have been praying Murti. Pour l'instant, c'est Ganesh, no? We prayed that Murti, this is Ganesh and all. Is it really God? Bon, bien sûr, on va pas dire que Ganesh pas God, but is that Murti only God? Est-ce que God est confined seulement dans sa forme de Ganesh là, dans sa murti là, dans sa clé qui est devant ou là, ou bien dans sa stone qui est devant ou là? Non. God is more than that. God is beyond, God is beyond form. God is beyond shape. God is beyond size. God is beyond time. God has no fixed names ou capable dire. God is beyond the three gunas. The three gunas say the three qualities, which are sattva, rajas, and tamas. God is beyond space. Oh, beyond n'importe qui ce qu'a pensé là. God is beyond that. God really is formless. but he takes form for a particular reason. He takes form for that, no? Ganesh in prend forme Ganesh pour lui détruire démons, pour lui donner knowledge, right? Lakshmi pour lui give us fertility, wealth, prosperity, right? Remember that ekam sadvipra bahuda vadanti. God is one, but wise men call him by various names. And c'est le bon Dieu enough. Right? There's only one God, the one formless God who takes form for certain particular work. Right? Rappelle ça verse à tous les temps. Je te peux servir many times, many places in your work. Et comme ça, vipra bahuda vadanti. Okay? So my point is, why do we do immersion? It is a reminder. Immersion is a reminder that God isn't confined in the Murti, ou bien it is a reminder that all of us will dissolve one day. Tous les temps nous pour là? Non. Today we are here, we have a body. Tomorrow, nous pas pour another body. We will dissolve. We will be dissolved. Dissolve dans le sens qui nous pour mort, du monde pour briller nous les corps, ou bien les panthères nous, whatever. The body will not be here forever. So the immersion, c'est aussi une façon to remind us that we are not going to be here eternally. Never. Right? So after the immersion, we are going to return home. Okay, maybe a little sad parce que Ganesh was at home, tous les jours je peux prier, etc. But fine, this is how it goes. Right? Now it is said that on Ganesh Chaturthi, you must not see the moon. Ne pas guetter la lune. Quand nous guettons la lune, peut-être nous pouvons un petit problème, ou bien people are going to curse us about something which maybe we have not done. Qui fait ça parce que Ganesh cursed the moon. Ganesh, for his birthday, il t'y allé so mouse, bien mange modak laddu. So mouse in trouve a snake. Okay, mouse li a snake, right? So the mouse stumbled, in arrêté, comment dire, met frastic, comment on dire, right? And then Ganesh fell from the mouse. And the moon, it was night, the moon laughed at Ganesh. Ganesh was angry. Quand nous tombons, the moon rit, we don't feel good, right? So Ganesh was angry. He broke one of his tusks. Il y a un tusk, non? Il y a la tête éléphant, donc il y a deux tusks. He broke one of his tusks. He threw it at the moon. And he cursed the moon that anyone who will see you on Ganesh Chaturthi, it was his birthday, on Ganesh Chaturthi will earn a bad name. That's why we say we don't look at the moon. À ça fait comment dire du moon trouve la lune ce jour-là. What to do? Some people say that envoyer une rose que tout voisin pour sortir pour maltraiter. Ça veut dire case dismissed là. But it's not c'est pas something to be done, of course. So what do? We pray. We take the name of Ganesh. Ou bien we listen to the story, ou bien we read the story of Krishna. In Bhagavatam, there is a part where Krishna was cursed parce que he looked at the moon on Ganesh Chaturthi. He was cursed for stealing a jewel. So if someone who has seen the moon on that night, he or she should read or listen to that story, to that part of Bhagavatam, and then he will be forgiven. Okay, so this is Ganesh Chaturthi. On Ganesh Chaturthi, don't forget that in our country, you have the media, tous les temps mangiazo cause it fair festival, écrire that part of media, where media also gets involved, maybe in newspaper, on the radio, on TV. There will be presentations, there will be talks, speeches about the festival, right? So this is about the Ganesh Chaturthi.